pipe section with me, and...
Where did the orb come from? I should investigate where this pipe leads. Hopefully to some answers.
So we found it, and it leads up towards... Hey.
Enu told me some believe the wreaths protect homes from Yaga, the Wicker Witch.
Whoa!
Wreath on the door to show that you've made proper offerings.
Hello there, Callie and company. How are you all? I hope you're doing well.
I need to find a way into that building tonight.
Okay, so now we have that. Now maybe we can go and deliver the tools back at the engineer, so poor Ulvik doesn't get himself deported to the gulag. Hello, Leaf, Caramel, and Kaya, Posse, everyone. So how's it going? How is your evening or day or afternoon or morning? It's good. That is nice to hear. Okay, let's put this back in here. And that will let us have... that will have Ulvik not be arrested for sedition.
He's out like an Aradian soldier on Rose Eve. You can grab his toolbox now, but be subtle about it. The room has eyes.
Clip? Oh! In that sense. There's... Callie got floofed and... Aww. That is adorable. I'll need to look into that afterwards. Okay, so now we have the pipe. We have delivered the tools. Now we need to do something about this table to get these rats. Can I use this? Oh, wait a minute. I think there is the pipe. There's a section of pipes down here we can hopefully pick up. Callie. You should know this channel and every one of us. There's no betrayal. We just, you know, spread love.
Honor Hilaris has posted these bills everywhere. He's serious about his run for office. Under his leadership, the City Watch will fester and rot.
I mean, if I have to endure the clips of noises, you know, I don't feel bad.
Well, now I'm curious, so I guess I'll have a look.
Exactly. See? Okay. I need to get these rats. I wish I just like grab one. Oh well. Let's see, this is good. I got confused and had no window open for Cali stream. Yeah, I know, but we are going to do something gruesome to the rat. It's necessary. It's for the greater good. The greater good. Let's see if I can trigger a...
There's official Azadi business.
Yeah. I need those two to out of the way, and in order to do that, I need to defile this box over here. And to do that, I need to stuff a rat into the tubes. And it's going to be amazing. Not for the rat, but you know. Oh yeah, here's the tubes. There we go. Now we need to get the rat. No, do like this.
This is what's called an arm in the parlance of the metal artisans.
Hey, it's necessary. I'm sorry, but this is necessary. I would like to use this one. Can yeah, I can combine this with this one. No? Okay, I can't. What am I missing? There's something I'm missing here. Duty is done. Adorable things needs to be shared with everyone, you know? Even without, like, the victim's approval. Unless it's the victim is myself. Because hypocrisy, yay. I need... Oh, come on. I would like to get this.
There's food that's going to attract rats. And owls. Bloodthirsty owls. Shadow. There's food left on that's going to attract rats. And owls. Bloodthirsty owls. Shadow.
I would like to
This
use
is what's
this.
called an arm in the parlance of the metal artisans.
I'm supposed to be able to do something with these.
These orbs rattle through the pipes like bullets through barrels.
Wait. No? No? Come on! What am I missing here? I need to get some food from somewhere to attract the rats at the end of the tunnel. And there's food, like the food is right there, just pick it up. Ah, come on! Wait a minute, what's that? Nope. And they're just running away! Can we... No, it doesn't. That's the weird
Stacks
thing.
of hay to represent the harvest festival, the reaping.
Speak for yourself. You're not the one who's surrounded by food at every scene in this game. I have to like walk past. You can just enjoy like glancing over.
But
from time
I'm
to
watching
time.
you, so quit whining.
It's surprisingly quiet out. Usually these tables are busy until late at night. Granted, it
I don't want
is
to.
chilly and damp. Everyone's probably inside, carousing.
Let's see here.
There's food left on the table.
Yeah, I can't do anything with these. Like, no. There's nothing. There's only the table.
That's going to attract rats. And
Actually, can I trigger
Bloodthirsty
a
owls.
scene?
shadow.
I might have to trigger a scene to be able to do it.
Looks empty. There's a strong current of... There's air flowing from right to left, like a tempest in a tube. It's a pipe section. An elbow, I believe it's called in the parlance of metal artisans. The gale's blowing from right to left.
Nope. Nothing. Okay, let's see if we can trigger a thing from these guards over here. Because they need to... I might need to trigger a like a small cutscene where I have to see them be all
The shadow.
Since the raid on Old Town, they've sectioned off more of the city at night.
annoyed that they have to go
You can
and
pass,
clean
but
the
you need to
thing.
answer questions.
But I...
Were you here when we had that horrible mess the other
There
day?
we go.
I don't think so.
Or one of them, what are they called? Them ground crawlers.
Rats?
That's it, rats. One of them rats got into the pipes. Whoop! Got sucked right into the engine.
Whoa. That doesn't sound good.
Right, what a bloody mess. Literally. Guts, bones, hair, blood everywhere had to shut things down. And it was us who had to clean it. Engineers wouldn't touch it, said their hands are too valuable. I guess ours aren't.
It's a soldier's lot, isn't it? We do the grunt work. That's how it goes.
Well, I guess they think cleaning out rat guts is more important than us keeping watch and protecting them engineers in there.
Guess so.
There we go. Now we know. So, let's get some rats. I knew there was something. So what are all your plans for the weekend?
There's food left on the table.
So we meet again, Azadi. Prepare your blade for battle.
Goddess, it's late, boy. You should be in bed.
So should you. What you doing now? Chasing rats?
The boy appears genuinely interested. I've been told this is rare in children. Perhaps I shouldn't discourage him. I'm too busy to be talking to the boy. Yes, that's exactly what I'm doing.
Are you that hungry? Rats taste like sewage. Trust me, you're better off eating table scraps.
I'm not eating the rat. I need it for... It's work-related. It is.
Okay, well, don't let me keep you from your rats.
Are you just going to sit there?
It's not every night I get a chance to watch you catch a rat.
Fair point. He never listens. He's risking his life being out in the open like this.
Cheese
What can
and
I do?
meats plate.
It's a leftover cheese and meats plate. I've dined here. The food's good. I would never have left any bits uneaten.
Yeah, Bip is amazing. He is so much fun. Okay, so let's combine the this one with this one.
You're not very good at cat.
There we go, and the end of the pipe, and now we wait.
You got it! I really didn't think you would. I'm impressed.
Yeah, Bip is.
Well,
It's just.
that was fun. What's next?
Next, you go home and stop distracting me. Or I'll tell the other street urchins you have fleas.
I have no home. You know that. I sleep in the cellar of the Rooster and Kitten.
Good. It's the safest place around. So go back to your cellar and keep your head down. If I see you again tonight...
Please, got it. I'm sleepy anyways. That's why I'm going back. Not because you're telling me to.
Oh,
And don't
Bip.
throw pebbles at Azadi soldiers.
Oh, I love Bip. Don't throw pebbles at the soldiers. Oh. Okay, so let's do something gruesome. Put the rat into the pipe. I just can't feel bad for the rats. I just have no sympathy for rats.
What was that sound? It was a squishy sound, sort of like...
You've got to be kidding me. Not again. Shut a damn ground crawlers.
Guess it's on us to clean up the mess.
That bloody engineer in there's not going to do it. So yeah, it's on us.
Right. Well, let's get to it. No time like the present.
Oh. Yeah. Ew. It is disgusting. But this lets us go into the thingamajig, into the building. Okay, it's now time for us to gain... Okay, it's not this chapter, it's the next chapter where the most gruesome things are depicted, I think. But we're gonna get to see some pretty naivete in here. It's gonna be good. Going to be good. There are so many people outside, it's so nice. Those are symbols.
More of the metal machines that have been put up all over town. But these look different. Bigger, shinier, more modern. The numbers are flickering. It looks like sorcery. But I'm sure this is science. He's one of the people who work here. I've noticed others like him entering and exiting. They're odd looking.
Science! For science.
I wonder what will happen when I push one of these knobs. Oh, I wonder what will happen when I push one of these knobs. Oh, that's ominous. More of those odd metal orbs. They're doing something to them here. Altering them. I wonder what will happen when I push one of these knobs. Oh, that's ominous. He has the posture and dress of an academic, but he doesn't look like any scholar I've seen. There's mathematics on that board. I've learned the fundamentals of addition, subtraction, and multiplication, but the numbers on that board are like Crystarian runes to me. Completely meaningless and somewhat disturbing. There's mathematics on that board.
You're not supposed to be here. This place is for engineers only. Please leave or I'll be forced to call the guards. I have a very loud voice when I'm scared.
One sound, and you'll be standing on the slopes of the first mountain, yelling at clouds.
Oh, no problem. I'll be quiet as a... You're from Azadi. I've seen your profile in embroideries. I never forget a nose. You're the Apostle. Apostle Alvane. You're famous.
Maybe once. Now I'm just Kian. Your turn.
My turn, what?
Your name. Who are you?
Firdaus. I'm Firdaus, lead engineer.
I don't know what that means. What do you do?
Don't you know? I thought you would have known. You know, from back when you were... I'm in charge of the team that encodes the spheres that make the engine tick.
What engine?
The engine that... You know, the engine. There's only one engine. The one that encompasses the entire city. It's what all the pipes are connected to. Didn't they tell you anything when you were... You know, before you were a traitor?
Assume that I know nothing. What is this engine for?
The engine calculates. That's why they call it the calculating engine. Big numbers, complex equations. My team, we give the engine instructions about how and what to calculate. This is called coding.
I understood none of that.
You can't be here. You're a fugitive, and this is a restricted zone. That's like 2 things that mean you shouldn't be here, and I could probably think of more if you need me to.
I have a sword, and I'm bigger than you.
Those are 2 things that count in your favor. Granted.
So what does this calculating engine do? What's its purpose?
I'm really not supposed to. Right. Bigger and sword. As I said, it calculates. I mean, it does more than that, but that's what it was built to do. Its core functionality. It adds, subtracts, multiplies numbers. Big numbers. And it does things with those numbers. Like, have you ever watched the stars in the sky at night?
I'm not just a man with a sword.
Of course. And you've seen how those stars move across the sky. Using a calculating engine, we can actually track those stars and predict where they're going to be in a year from now, or a century, or where they were a century ago.
Why are you tracking stars?
Well, we're not. I mean, it's just an example. We're not actually tracking stars. I mean, sure, we could if we wanted to, but we're tracking dreams.
Dreams?
Dreams are very complex, which is why we need a big engine with lots of ticking parts to make complex calculations and predictions.
Right, so the part about not just being a man with a sword, assume that's all I am and start over.
Yes, fine.
Oh, I love it.
Those pipes crisscrossing the city, they're sort of like speaking tubes, connecting 100 sage masters, each with his or her own field of specialty.
So, it's like a university.
Well, I guess. Yes. Yes, this is a good comparison. A whole city filled with clever brains. The spheres pass messages between the different masters, and between them and us. We write messages, and we interpret messages. We tell the individual brains what to think about, and then they do the thinking, and report back to us. Now, this allows us to write ever more complex messages, until finally we have the code we need. The ultimate message. That one we send to the tower.
Why?
Because that's where the biggest brain of them all is located. This is the hub of the pipe network, the engine's core, its heart, the nucleus of the meta... Well, you understand. The fact is, this is the most advanced and scientific task anyone's ever taken on, and we're doing it. You should be proud.
Why are you doing it?
Well, I don't quite know. Because we can? Because no one else can? Because the Prophet told us to, and gave us the tools to do it.
So, you don't know what it's for?
I write the instructions. I'm the man in the middle. Someone tells me what they need, and I tell the engine how to compute the answer. This is my job.
Who knows what the engine is for?
The Six, probably. The Prophet, certainly. Emissary Saya, I would imagine. This is
It's
above
so
my
loud
pay grade.
outside.
Above your...
I was hired to write instructions for the engine and compute the spheres, not to ask questions. And not to answer yours either, Mir. You really should go before someone comes. We'll both be in terrible trouble. They usually check on me all the time. I wonder why they haven't.
I still don't understand. Why build all of this here in Marcuria? Why not in Sadir?
Because of the tower and what's below it. Vast eddies of, meta-energies.
Meta... Do you mean magic?
Magic? Magic? Of course not magic. This engine is the opposite of magic. It's the culmination of everything Azadir has strived for these last 100 years. An end to chaos and uncertainty. An end to superstition and irrationality. An end to magic. When the engine's fully operative and the programming complete, we won't need sorcerers or witchcraft anymore. We'll be able to do anything we want with science. Reshape reality, rewrite the laws of the cosmos, remove death and disease, poverty and warfare. The world will be run by scientists for the betterment of humanity.
What do dreams have to do with it?
The engine feeds on the building blocks of reality. Ideas, stories, dreams. Magic is highly detrimental to the system. See, sorcery causes chaos, injects uncertainties and fallacies into our calculations.
So, is that why magicals
Are being relocated? We can't have them around while the engine's calculating. But as soon as we're done...
You believe they're being relocated?
Oh, yes. Yes, of course. I mean, it's what they told us. Why would they lie? It's simple. The engine isn't compatible with magic, and we don't want anyone getting hurt. There's no room for sorcery in Marcuria. The magicals are better off in their new homelands.
They're being sent to prison camps.
Re-education camps. This is true, yes, but only temporarily. This is their first stop. Afterwards, they're given...
You can all see where this is going, right?
Do you really believe that? What would the magicals be re-educated to do? Forget that they're magicals? No, Firdaus. That's not the truth. They're imprisoned. Killed. They're not given a new home.
But they told us. They said they were... They promised they'd be safe and happy and... Oh, light protect them.
So this is why we're sending more
Exactly.
magicals away from Marcuria.
Or rather...
Because of the engine.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. That's why. I didn't know. I didn't know. There are children.
There are.
They lied to us.
Do you need to remove all magicals before starting up this calculating engine?
It's already running. I'm not... As long as the thaumaturgical interference is below the acceptable threshold for...
Pretend that I'm a very small and possibly very stupid child.
No. No, they don't need to get rid of all of the magicals. Just enough not to disrupt our calculations. We'll be done instructing the network in a couple of days. After that, they can pull the lever whenever they want. That's the last component of the engine. The tower. The one that will start feeding on and molding the dreams. Changing the world for the better. Yeah. I believe the official ceremony is a few days from now. The emissary will be there, together with the First and the Prophet, and please don't kill me.
I'm not going to kill you. But what you're doing here is not the will of the goddess, Firdaus.
Kind of, yes, but he also is the apostle.
Someone's...
Yeah. I had a feeling it was you.
Mia? Goddess, what are you doing here, Hummy? Where are your men?
Right outside. They can be here in seconds. You, engineer, what's your name?
I threatened him. He played no part in this.
Firdaus. I'm Firdaus. You lied.
I beg your pardon?
You promised they'd be safe.
I've no idea what you're talking about.
There's that.
Go, Firdaus. This is not about you. Just remember what I told you. You're not doing the work of the goddess here.
Were you doing the work of the goddess when you murdered Dardonian?
How did you know that I... He exploited a Dalmari child. He would have been put to death.
After a trial. You're not judge and executioner, Kian. Not anymore. And you didn't stop there, did you? You've been busy. I've recognized your bloody handwork. You've shamed me. You've shamed Mother Utana, the goddess, your nation.
You should be looking at what the emissary and...
Right now, I'm looking at you, and the young man of faith, honor, and integrity I once knew appears to be long gone. I should have realized the taking of Old Town was too easy.